Hey kids! Welcome back to another awesome story. Today we're going to talk about the lost son. It's a super exciting story about love, forgiveness, and second chances, so let's dive in. Once upon a time, there was a kind father who had two sons. The father was very loving and he worked hard to take care of his family. The older son was responsible, and the younger son, well, he had big dreams. One day, the younger son came to his dad and said, "Dad, I want my share of the money that I'll get when you're gone. I want to go out and live my own way." Whoa, that was a big request. But the father, being kind and understanding, said, "Okay, son, I'll give you what's yours." So the younger son took the money and said goodbye to his dad and big brother. He was super excited for all the fun adventures ahead. He left home and traveled far, far away. At first, the younger son had a blast. He spent his money on all sorts of fun things, parties, food, and new clothes. But soon he ran out of money, and suddenly he had nothing left. Not a penny. Soon, a famine hit the land. There was no food, and no one had enough to eat. The younger son had no money left, and he was very hungry. He found a job feeding pigs, but even the food for the pigs looked better than what he had. He thought, "I have made a huge mistake. My dad's servants have enough food to eat. I should go home and tell my dad I'm sorry." So the younger son decided to return home. As he walked back, he thought to himself, "I will tell my dad I'm so sorry for what I did. Maybe he'll hire me as a servant." But guess what? When his dad saw him from far away, he ran toward him. His dad was so happy to see him. "Welcome home, my son. I've missed you so much." The father was so happy to see his son, he hugged him tight. The son said, "Dad, I'm sorry. I messed up." But the dad didn't even care about the mistakes his son made. He just wanted to celebrate that he had come home. "Quick, bring the best robe and put a ring on his finger. Let's have a big feast and celebrate, because my son was lost, but now he's found." Now the older son, who had stayed home and worked hard, was out in the field. When he came back, he heard all the music and dancing. He asked one of the servants, "What's going on? Your brother has come back. Your dad is having a big celebration because he's home safe." But the older son didn't feel happy. He was upset. "Why should we celebrate him? He took all that money and wasted it," he said. The father came outside and said, "Son, you've always been with me and everything I have is yours. But your brother was lost and now he's found. We should be happy because he's home safe. We're celebrating because he was lost and now he's found." And that's the end of the story, kids. The big lesson is this: no matter what mistakes we make, God will always forgive us when we turn back to Him. Just like the dad forgave his son, God welcomes us with open arms whenever we ask for His forgiveness. Thanks for watching today's story, kids. I hope you remember how much God loves you no matter what. Goodbye.